Hello, hello. Welcome to the Around Table. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just going to check and we'll make sure because we was having a conversation before we even started. Good stuff. He just shared some information with me that I need to know. Okay, so welcome in, everybody. I'm just going to check to make sure that we are live on. Yep, we are live. Let me turn this down. That would be a good welcome in, everybody. That'd be a good thing to do. Right? I swear, brother Isaac. Okay, so we're live on YouTube. Let me just check Facebook. Make sure we are good to go. All right. See, that's when my whole team, gonna come in and play, brother Isaac. My whole team is gonna come into play. One day we won't have to worry about all this stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. So
You
let's
just point at people, they'll do it for you.
say it again.
You'll point at people and they'll get it done for you.
All right, all right. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, so let me go into that's my YouTube. We're good on that. Let me go into Facebook. Yep, we're live. Okay. So everybody, thank you for coming in. My name is Juanita Adote. I am the owner, the founder, the CEO. Hi, everybody who's coming in. Thank you for coming in of the round table. And on tonight, y'all, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna get quiet because we're already 2 minutes in, and we want to make sure we get this information out there to everybody. We have tonight. Our guest is Brother Isaac, and he has some awesome stuff to share tonight. And this is part two of the temple. The first one, you can go back. It's on this page, on my YouTube page. You can check that out. But tonight, we're talking about the gut. All right. So I'm going to get quiet, and you go ahead, Brother Isaac. Everybody who comes in, say hello, say hi. Okay, go ahead.
How you doing, everyone? I just want to let people know right off the bat, I am not a health expert. I am a history major and I love data. We're trained to how to understand data and research. I've been playing football for over 9 years. I've been weight training since I was 13 years old. So that's what got me into this. And just over time, I just started researching more and more things. And I just started seeing weird things happen with medications and started researching that. So that's what got me into this. I also ran to other people that actually are like health certified into this, and they just brought some more knowledge to me. So it's just a building blocks. You just hear from other people and just build upon what you know, and then you fit how you want to benefit yourself. So now we're going to talk about gut health. The reason I think this is extremely important is because our stomach, our gut, our intestines controls everything in our body. If you cannot properly digest food, you cannot properly get the nutrients you need. If you lack nutrients, that also leads to all these diseases out there. Most of these diseases out there is a deficiency. It's deficiency in something. Our body is a wonderful machine that wants to do whatever it takes to stay alive. So it'll make up for how bad you are treating it. Perfect example, when we're in our teens, we can eat anything, never gain any weight. Our body was able to move fast enough, it could compensate for our poor eating habits. Pizza, ramen noodles, that's like the meal of champions right there. No problem. Soda every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, no one cares. Your body's fine. That's why most diseases start to set in the human body after 40, because that's when the body starts to slow down and it can't make up for how bad you've been treating it. The body can't produce enough cells quick enough because that usually after 25, your body's done. It's not making any new cells. All it's worrying about is trying to maintain the cells you have. It makes enough new cells just to get by, but the older you get, that starts to slow down. So you gotta understand you have to adjust your body to your age. They usually say every 5 to 8 years, your body changes. Your body can change. You may be able to eat bread your whole life and all of a sudden have a gluten allergy. Me, I'm allergic to mushrooms. I was allergic to mushrooms as a kid. As an adult, it still bothers me, but not as much. I do think other things with mushrooms, I'm perfectly fine. Every 5 to 8 years, your body changes and you have to adjust with it. You just got to understand you can't, just because things you like, that means you can't do it. You just got to understand you have to change the way it was done so your body doesn't hurt you. Many times we stuff our face like, oh, I'm gonna feel it in the morning, or oh, I got reflux, I can't sleep. I see body saying, hey, it's not liking what you're doing. So now we have to understand the importance with our body. Our body is 60% water on average. 40 to 75 is the range. The average is 60% water. The other 20% is protein. That's mostly your muscle and bone mass. So with the importance of how much water is in your body, you need to stay hydrated. You got to understand your body needs liquids. It functions off of liquids. Anything you eat needs water to digest. Constipation is ineffective when you don't have enough water. Your body can't purge what you ate. The leftovers, what was broken down. Now, this is interesting statistics, especially for you, Wani. This is very important for women out there. So the main top 10 leading causes of death is connected to autoimmune deficiencies. Autoimmune diseases are basically your body, which is overreacting to something or underreacting to something in you and is fighting yourself. Your body's actually killing yourself because of something you did to it. Now, the sad part is only 5 to 8% of Americans have autoimmune disease. Some of the big ones we know of: sickle cell, leukemia, um, type 1 diabetes, thyroid, hypothyroid, hypothyroid. IBS is one of them. These are all stuff when your body is fighting itself. Um, Out of this 5 to 8% of people that have this issue, 75% of that percentage is women. Here's the reason why. How many times women out there or men out there who hear their women or wives or girlfriends say, "Oh, I don't want to eat that. That don't look good. Or that doesn't look right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound appealing." They You eat based on what you think the food should taste like or how you think the food is to you instead of eating for what is beneficial for you. So you lose a lot of nutrients. You lose out on a lot of nutrients you should be getting. Men are like, "Oh, it's on there, I'll eat it. Barbecue it, whatever. Put some barbecue sauce, hot sauce, I'll eat it. It don't make no difference." And they actually take in healthier stuff, not realizing it. Just with men, when they get older, they tend to just keep on eating as if they're teenagers and don't realize the body don't work the same. And that's where a lot of issues come in. So you have to understand your organs. Most organ transplants is liver and kidneys. They both are filtering organs. Their main job is to filter everything that's toxic in the food that you take in. Some is natural toxins, some isn't. They also help break down some of the solids you take in into liquid form. Your body does not digest solids. It actually digests liquids. That's why you have a stomach. That's why you have intestines. What it does is you have stomach acid, your liver, you also have your bile that dumps some type of chemical, some type of acid to break down the solid food. Then it's your intestines, as it works its way down, your intestines do the peristalsis. We all know the squeezing of the esophagus, the intestines. And what it does is takes this weird liquid gelatin concoction that is coming out of your stomach, it squishes it, smashes it, and then allows the liquids to come through the intestine into your body. And whatever is left comes out the other end as a solid because all the moisture and stuff is stripped out of it because that's how your body processes food. Now, unfortunately, we destroy a lot of these organs. Number one way we destroy these organs is medication. Medication is a solid pill. And when we take medications, is either you take it twice a day, you take it 3 times a day. The idea is you flood your system with this medication that your body and your organs cannot properly flush it out. So you basically, you're overriding your organs by flooding it with something they can't handle. And that's how antibiotics work. We flood your system with so much antibiotics that your body doesn't want to fight it the same. Sometimes your body does. That's how you get diarrhea when you have antibiotics because your body's doing whatever it takes to flush it out. So you got to keep on dumping it in to fight the infection. But look at other medications. You got blood pressure medications. Or if you're taking 3, 4, 5 medications a day and you take it 3, 4, 5 times a day, you're wearing out your organs because it can't flush it out properly. The main byproduct, what they call it filler products that are in medications, is cornstarch. Cornstarch helps keep the pill as a solid. It's solid at room temperature, but when cornstarch gets wet, it dissolves quickly. And that's why how medications dissolve. Cornstarch is horrible for your stomach. It is basically turns into a flour. It's a thickening agent, and that also affects the ability to digest. Bread, any type of thickening agent, any type of grain, wheat-based product, when this gets wet, it gets sticky. So it sticks to your intestines, it sticks to your lower intestines, your colon, and that will bind you up. It also will affect everything else that you eat afterwards that's trying to come through there. That's why when you eat pasta, you can eat all you want while you're there because it's warm and it's usually wet. But once it sits in your stomach and you drink something cold, it thickens up. So 5, 10 minutes later, you wake up bloated, you wake up heavy, because once that pasta hits your stomach, it starts to expand. It starts soaking up all the moisture that's in your intestines, and it sits there. And the worst thing we do is the one thing they never, where they now they say never to do, is don't drink cold drinks when you're eating dinner or eating a hot meal, because the cold drinks actually affects your ability to digest. It slows everything down, especially if you have something that's oily. Something cold hits something hot and oily, it makes the oil thicken up. And that's why a lot of people have high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
I have a question. I have a question. When you just
Uh-oh.
said, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so is that? Well, I guess it depends on the food we eat. Because I thought with the was it Chinese? They drink tea with every meal.
Warm tea is never cold.
Oh, you said cold. Got
Yep,
it.
don't ain't nothing cold. Everything has to be warm. And that's why they drink the tea. I actually read a book, Why Asian Peoples Live So Long. They drink 6 to 12 glasses of tea a day, and it's always warm or room temperature. In
So you should
America,
never drink anything cold with the meal.
yes. In America, we are novelty. We push things as tea because real tea doesn't taste good. So we got a lot of the herbal teas. They have no nutritional effect. They just taste good. There's only three teas that are real teas, real actual plants that are designed to be a tea. That's green tea, black tea, and oolong. Oolong is a hybrid tea, which is basically a green tea with the properties of black tea without the bitterness.
You said a
That's what I
oolong?
prefer.
A
Oolong is
oolong?
one of the best. Actually has a flavor to it. It's one of those teas. That's the one when you go to any Chinese food buffet, they give you tea. It's oolong because it's to help you digest the food.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead now. I hope y'all heard that.
Well,
No drinking
this is
cold
what we're
stuff.
leading up to. So we have to understand certain food products. Food, all the food that's made is designed for our body in some way or form. That's how everything is created. Everything's created as one big circle. Grass
Mm-hmm.
grows, animals eat the grass. We don't eat grass, so we eat the animals. Berries grow, we eat the berries. Fruits grow, we eat the fruit. If no one eats these fruits, it decomposes and the seeds fall out to grow another. It's always in this constant circle. So the importance of a lot of these things is your liver. Let's start off with your liver.
Okay.
First things first, green tea. Green tea is great for the liver. A lot of this stuff that's good for your organs are high in antioxidants. Now,
Uh-huh.
this is like I'll say the big joke from God.
Mm-hmm.
We need oxygen to breathe, but
Mm-hmm.
oxygen actually kills our body. That's where we get the word antioxidant. It flushes the oxygen out your organs because oxygen actually kills your organs. But we need it to breathe.
Oh,
The irony in that,
yeah.
we breathe in the oxygen, breathing through our lungs, comes out carbon. If the oxygen sits in our organs, it starts to decay our organs. That's how we age. We literally get older by every breath we take. We can't stop breathing, we die. So we have to breathe. We're all on a
Right.
clock for death. It's just how long can you extend that clock with your health?
Oh, wow.
Everything we're going to talk about is going to have an antioxidant property. Liver, main
Mm-hmm.
one, cirrhosis of the liver. You can get it from drinking, and you can get it
Mm-hmm.
from artificial ingredients. You also get it from medication. I know this because I actually have a fatty liver. A lot of people do have fatty liver disease. You get it from non-alcoholic and alcoholic. Mine's non-alcoholic from all the years of taking weightlifting supplements. Has
Okay.
damaged my liver, but it's not bad enough that is affecting me. But
Mm-hmm.
that's how the body works. The body's not gonna let you know it's in pain until the body can't take care of it anymore. So you got to treat it. I treat mine. I treat mine with green tea, oolong. I do a lot of tea. Turmeric, you can actually get turmeric in a tea form. Believe it or not, coffee is good for your liver too because it's a diuretic. As long as you keep enough fluids up with the coffee,
Mm-hmm.
you can flush your liver. Everything involves water. You need water. Water flushes everything. That's the whole point of baptism. It flushes the sins away. Everything flushes. Water is the key. It washes everything out. It's a cleansing property, and it's hydrogen with two waters. The hydrogen keeps the water in stable form, so that's oxygen at the same time. So
Mm-hmm.
well, hydrogen and two oxygens, which we know oxygen is good for us, but also kills us. So the hydrogen bounces and keeps it in a liquid state. Nuts are good. Nuts are high in protein. Nuts are high in fatty acids and oil. All nuts have oil in it. We don't see it seeping out because we have to heat it to press it. That's how you get oil. That's how you get a lot of the peanut oil, olive oil. You heat it and pull the moisture out of it. Natural
Mm-hmm.
nuts are full of it. They're great for that. Beets are great. Are high in antioxidants, super high in antioxidants. That the antioxidants are so high in it because of the polyphenols. Polyphenols are very important. Berries have polyphenols. Polyphenols give everything that reddish tint. Anything with a red tint is a polyphenol. That's why they old back in the day, they always tell you run 1 cup of red wine at night is heart healthy. You know, a cup of
Mm-hmm.
wine a night keeps a heart attack away. It's true because red wine's high in polyphenols. But
Oh.
polyphenols too, think of it as like Vicks vapor rub. It's a relaxing agent, so it causes the arteries to loosen up. Beets causes the intestines, all the organs, all the cells in the liver and the kidneys. It relaxes them to loosen them up,
Mm-hmm.
to let stuff flow. Garlic's very acidic. Garlic is also high in antioxidants. It's so high in antioxidants, that's what gives it that bitterness to it. Anything that's high in antioxidants that doesn't have a polyphenol will have a bitterness to it.
Okay.
Onions, pepper, garlic. Pepper has a good balance because it has the color. That's why pepper doesn't burn like garlic and onions because it has the polyphenols. It gives it that color, which kind of calms down the spiciness of peppers. Usually, the spiciest part of the pepper is the seed because it has no
Mhm.
polyphenols. That's just pure antioxidants.
Okay.
And that's how it works. Citrus is another one. Citrus, oranges, grapefruit. Grapefruit's disgusting. It's bitter. It has, you can tell it has this weird pinkish tint to it because it does have polyphenols, but not a lot. So the
Mm-hmm.
antioxidant property plus the vitamin C, the citrusness to it. Well, vitamin C is another thing. Vitamin C is amazing, but that also makes it heart healthy. Vitamin C is very acidic. Vitamin C is antiviral, is antibacterial, antimicrobial. That's why people say when you have COVID, take a lot of vitamin C, flush the
Mm-hmm.
COVID out of the system. It's a natural antiviral. Goes right after anything that's a virus. Because viruses attack water. How a virus works, it's before a virus dies, it dries itself up and it goes in the air. It waits till it touches water and it hatches. That's why people get sick from the flu and COVID because it dries up. You inhale the particles. Once it touches the moisture in your mouth, it starts incubating. It spreads over your body. Boom, you're sick. It needs liquid.
Gotcha.
The one thing we have to worry about is the winter time. Why a lot of people get sick in the winter? It's not because there's a lot of germs and bacteria in the air. People get sick in the winter because we cover up. We're not in the sun. We don't get proper vitamin D. And also, we don't like nothing cold. We don't like nothing room temperature. What happens every winter? People drink two things, mostly coffee, dehydrates you, or hot tea. But you get the wrong tea, you get the fake teas, or you get the flavored teas, you're doing nothing for you. You lay
Okay.
off
So
of
how do you
juices.
get? How you know the? Because I have teas. I have green tea, black tea. How you know what the difference? The what to get and what not to
Green
get?
tea, black tea, that's fine. But you gotta look at them. A lot of them say um, vanilla flavored, and they'll say artificially flavored. They douse it with chemicals to make it more appealing. Or they'll say herbal tea, and there'll
Yeah.
be green tea or black tea, a whole bunch of other stuff in there.
Uh huh.
There's no legal law that says they have to tell you what percentage it is. That could be maybe 1% green tea, and it could be a whole bunch of other stuff. They don't actually tell you this is 20% tea, this is 20% herbs, this is 20% flavoring. They could put 1-2% of actual tea leaves, and the rest could be artificial flavoring.
So it's best to
Try to
get
stick to the
herbs.
basis. Yep, just go to the basic green and black tea. Don't get any of the flavored stuff.
Okay. Got
If
you.
you want
Got.
the flavored stuff, you could buy the herbs yourself. A lot of Nature's Pantry that's just local. They
Yeah.
actually have a whole tea section where they have the bins, and you just pluck what you want yourself. You can add the herbal part and just mix it yourself. I do licorice root.
Oh.
Licorice root is antivirals, antibacterial, helps with diabetes. It helps
Mhm.
with it flushes the glucose out of your body. All the extra sugar helps your body process it quicker.
Mhm.
It's also anti-inflammatory, and it gives that licorice flavor to the tea.
Okay.
But there's
So
all
you're
different stuff. You got to play with it and just see what you like. Try different
okay.
things.
Okay. All right. So, oh, no cold. Don't drink anything cold with the meal, but you can
No,
drink it any other time, right?
no, yep. Another thing is we have we're taught wrong in America. Our biggest meal is dinner, which is the worst thing for you. Um, the average body takes anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to digest food. If you're having meat, it takes even longer to digest food. Eating at 7, 8 o'clock, your biggest meal, it's not going to help if you're going to bed in 4 to 5 hours. You need to actually switch it. around. They say your biggest meal should be breakfast. Your breakfast should be dinner, which is hard because everybody's in a rush for work. So you got to plan meal prep if you can. Make your biggest meal breakfast so it can hold you over. Then as you
Mm-hmm.
eat, it should trickle down to smaller meals. So you want to give your body times. If you're eating small for breakfast, small lunch, and you're eating a big dinner, you're shocking your stomach. And there's no way you're
Okay.
gonna be able to sleep properly like that. And that's why people get restless leg, they get indigestion, they get the gut fat because it's not processed, it just sits all night. And then you wake and then you can't wake up in the morning because your body, instead of sleeping and healing, you're
Mm-hmm.
spending the whole time trying to digest that food while you're sleeping.
Ah, I see. I see. I understand. Yeah, because all that stuff, all them heavy foods you just ate is trying to bring. Okay, got it.
And that's how you
I
get
understand why
acid
you get up
reflux.
so sluggish in the morning.
Yeah, because your body, you didn't sleep. This whole point of sleeping is for your body to take what you've eaten, break it down, create new cells to
Mm-hmm.
heal you.
Right.
That's why when you're
Got
sick,
it.
they tell you just rest, relax, and drink fluids. Let the body give it time. When you're injured, they say keep your feet up and rest and relax. You need that. You need to sleep to get that body to recuperate. Your body can't recuperate if you're full of food. That's why you're tossing and turning, having nightmares, indigestion, acid reflux, because your body's trying to push the acid down to break down the food, but you're laying flat. So instead of going down, it's coming back up.
That makes
You're
sense.
burping all night, chest pains.
Yes. That makes a lot of thank you, brother. That makes a lot of sense. Like
Yeah,
what in the okay. So no after before you go to bed. I think they want to say 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, right?
yeah, you gotta
Don't
sit
eat
up. You shouldn't be eating anything past 4 hours before you go to bed.
four
If it is, it
hours.
has to be small. Should be a small meal. It's hard to do that. People travel far for work. It's understandable. To compensate
Yes.
with that, do more of a liquid meal. You have a little bit of rice, a little bit of this, and then end it with some type of yogurt, shake, soup, bone broth. That's why Asians always give you soup at the end, not in the beginning, because they want you
Good.
to digest it properly. They want to keep you from getting, because Asians cook with a lot of MSG. They know what they put in their food because it tastes
Mm-hmm.
good. But they know, here you go, here's a little miso soup, and here's your little broth. That's to help you digest with the warm tea. That's why they give you warm stuff.
Oh my goodness. Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Because brother Isaac, I
Simple
thank you
thing.
for that. Because I
It's
didn't
simple.
connect that. I didn't connect those two. And
Yeah,
when eating a meal, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stop at eating at this certain time. But still, if I'm eating a
yeah.
heavy meal, I'm still
And,
got my body got to fight.
and if you ever poured water and oil, you know they separate. They don't
Yes,
mix.
yes.
And if you ever let oil sit, let's say you fry food, you fry something in the pan. If you let oil sit in the pan, it thickens up when it cools. What do you think is to happen if you douse it with ice cold water from drinking
Mm-hmm.
that nice cold Pepsi or that nice cold Coke? What's going to happen when that cold water hits it in your intestines? Your
Mm-hmm.
your gut, your stomach is pure acid. If you drop something ice cold in it, you defeat the purpose of it being an acid. You cool it down. You can't digest it. That's why I start burping, because now all the
Oh,
acid is breaking down, bubbling up.
yes. And I thought that was a good thing. Oh, I just ate a heavy
Mm-mm,
meal. Let me just drink a something, and it's help me
mm-mm.
burp.
Mm. Now let's go to the next important organ. This is one of the organs that this is one of the number one organs that always have to get replaced. Usually, the number one organs people go on waiting list for. This is your kidney. Your kidney is a pure filtering agent. It's a giant sponge. It when you actually it filters your urine. It filters the liquid part of the stomach that it doesn't want, the liquid part of whatever is breaking down from the food. After your bile dumps into your stomach acid dumps in your stomach to break down the food. All the liquid part that your body doesn't need goes through your kidneys. It gets filtered. The food goes through your kidneys and gets filtered. The kidneys now takes the nutrients from your stomach and sends it to
Mm-hmm.
your blood. This is your kidneys are very important. The whole process of from your stomach through your intestines is pushing out this fluid of nutrients to send to your
Mm-hmm.
kidneys. Kidneys pumps it through your blood. Kidneys pumps whatever is left. It turns into urine. Your
Right.
kidneys are always working. Every time you drink something, you're using your kidneys. Every time you swallow something, every time you chew, you're using your kidneys. That's why I tell people don't chew, don't swallow gum. Because when you chew gum, you're tricking your body to think you're eating. So now all these organs start moving. So when you swallow it, your body's gonna try to break that down into a meal when it's not. It's just starch. and nothing else because you chewed all the sugar out of it.
Uh-huh. Wow. Wow, that's some good stuff, Brother Isaac. Oh, wow.
Yeah, your kidneys are very important. You only get two, and when you do a kidney transplant, there's a pill you got to take to because your body knows that kidney
Mm-hmm.
is not yours, and it will try to kill it. So you have to take this pill that actually kills your immune system to trick your body to think that's yours. And that as long as I forgot the name of the pill, but you got to constantly take this pill. It happens will also if you have people who do liver transplants too. They give you this pill. The idea is it tricks your body not to fight it off. After a while, your body just says, okay, by the time your kidney heals and attaches, then your body thinks it's a real organ. You go back to normal life. But you're
Mm-hmm.
taking a pill that's causing you to destroy your immune system.
Wow.
Now, so your
Sheesh.
kidneys are very important. Foods that are great for your kidneys, pepper.
Yes.
Your kidneys love potassium.
Potassium.
Potassium is the key for your kidneys. Red peppers are a key. Red
Mm-hmm.
peppers, polyphenols. It's red. Also has the antioxidants. Cabbage. Cabbage has very high in those phytonutrients. It's a type of polyphenol. Phytonutrients give stuff that dark green color,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you get that. Very high. The higher polyphenols chemicals are, the crunchier the vegetable. So cabbage, broccoli, all those celery, all the stuff that has that dark green with that good crunch, collard greens, all high in polyphenols. Too much polyphenols are bad. You got to have the right balance of the two.
Okay.
Vitamin K, vitamin C is very good. Cauliflower is another good one. Crunchy vegetable. It's cruciferous vegetable. Has high in potassium. Garlic's another one. Garlic's really high in potassium. One little clove of garlic has 12
Mm-hmm.
milligrams of potassium and 4 milligrams of phosphorus. It's
Oh,
just one little thing. That's all you need. Onions are great. You need a half a cup of onions just to get the right level of potassium. You get more potassium from peppers than you do from onions. And apples are high in potassium as well. Cranberries are really high in potassium. Cranberries are also high in polyphenols because it has that red color and antioxidants.
mm-hmm.
Berries, berries are great for that. Berries are great for almost every organ in the body because berries are mostly water. They have sugar in it, but it's an alcohol sugar because the sugar is a liquid. It's a liquid base. That's why berries are so soft and squishy. You take in the liquid of the berry. That's where the nutrients are coming in. You're not actually getting any nutrients from the berry itself. It's the water that's in the berry. Same thing like strawberries, blueberries, all of them. That
Mm-hmm.
juicy, that sweetness when you bite it, that juiciness. That's what all the health benefits are in.
Okay.
Olive oil is great too. Olive oil raw, not cooked. If anyone that has kidney issues, blood pressure issues,
Yeah.
olive oil. When you eat salad, just put a little
Yeah.
bit of olive oil in the salad dressing, or just have olive oil in the dressing. A lot of dressings have a lot of other stuff in it, but if you add just pure olive oil in it, thin it out a bit, it'll last longer. It'll cut all the other sugar and flour that's in, especially like the thicker dressings like Caesar, ranch. They have flour in there. That's how it makes it thick.
Ah.
It the milk cream, some type of cheese, and some type of flour. Cut it a little bit with some onion. You use less, the calorie count goes down, and you
Yeah.
get the pure olive oil, which is great for the kidneys. Olive oil is great for your intestines too. It's a coating agent. It's like yeah, think of it like a wax. It's a so the idea is like any type of oil, any type of anti-inflammatories. Anti-inflammatories are good because it leaves
Mm-hmm.
like a film on your organs, and that
Mm-hmm.
film keeps stuff from damaging your organs. It helps the swelling go down if you have any type of organ damage. Also helps keep things moving, keep stuff from sticking. Like I said, which we talked about before, flour, wheat, all that stuff, it
Yeah.
sticks, sticky when wet. Just get a piece of white bread, stick it in water, roll it up in your hand, it gets all doughy again. Just like if you made it raw, like raw pizza dough, it gets doughy just because that's the way flour works. Take the water out of it when you bake it. When you eat it, you put the water back into it and it stretches in your body.
Mm. All right. Jeez.
Got a head scratcher, right?
Right, yes. Cause listen, I wish there was a lady that's from the group that I am, Black Girls Do Network. She was like, I need gut health, and I totally forgot to send her to let them know. Oh, I'm live. So, cause she really wanted to know about this, but this is a lot,
Yeah.
Brother Isaac.
And now let's get to the stomach. The stomach's the key thing.
Yes.
Um, They always say when you have antibiotics, eat yogurt when you're done with it. The reason is because antibiotics is
Uh-huh.
not biased at all, not racist at all. It kills your good gut. Kills your bad gut bacteria. It has no preference. It just kills everything that's bacteria related in your body. Once it kills your
Oh.
bacteria in your body, it destroys your stomach. That's why people get diarrhea. That's why I say eat bread when you take antibiotics, because you want something to absorb it so it doesn't kill all the good bacteria in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So you said eat
um,
yogurt, but any type of yogurt?
you that's what gets tricky. A lot of the yogurts got all that flavoring and sugar and that nonsense in it.
Yeah.
Greek yogurt's the best.
That's what
It
I
has a
use.
lot. Greek yogurt has a lot of the natural bacteria in it,
Yes.
and you can flavor it yourself. Put a little honey in there, put a little vanilla extract, throw some fruit in there. You don't need all that chemical, artificial vanilla, artificial this. Even with the Yoplait, they tell you the fruit at the bottom.
Yeah.
What do you think they put on that fruit to keep it from molding?
What?
The corn syrup. They soak it in corn syrup so the yogurt and the fruit don't mix. It's a barrier of just
Right.
liquid
Oh,
sugar.
wow. So we eat sugar
Now you
inside the
take
yogurt.
something healthy and it's gone. Ain't healthy no more. Might as well just chew on
Right.
a candy bar.
You might as well. You eat a candy bar
Now
every
why
day.
why now here's the big thing. Why is it unhealthy? Sugar is very inflammatory. Sugar takes a lot of water to digest. It's just like flour. It dries you out because it absorbs the water. If you absorb, think of our skin. When our skin's
Uh-huh.
dry, it starts cracking. Sugar does that to our organs. It's causes to dry up our intestines. That's how I get like leaky gut, IBS, because
Yes.
you're drying out your intestines because the sugar is just pulling all the water out of them. Then you start getting little tears, little splits in your intestines. And that's when the bacteria that's supposed to be in there starts leaking out.
And that's the white
That's how you
sugar,
get
right?
leaky gut.
That's white sugar
Just sugar in general.
in general.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's what goes into what the other lady asked last time about agave. That's why I was like, it's agave still reacts in your intestines in your body as a sugar. The glycemic index is pretty high, but the agave has something natural to it that's similar as in an aloe vera plant. It's
Mm-hmm.
anti-inflammatory because it's a coating agent.
Someone
It has,
asks,
it's
"What?"
a
Oh, go
syrup,
ahead. Go ahead. What type of honey should we be using?
nothing brown. That messed you up, right? All I have
What?
is brown honey. No, brown honey is they take the actual honey and they boil it down more so they can make more profit from it. They thin it out.
What? I'm always looking for the brown honey because I'm like, that's the
No,
real one.
no, no. It's watered down. It's thinned out. Raw honey. It should be like almost like a yellowy paste because raw honey actually has pollen. When you get raw honey, it has this weird crunchy stuff on top. That's actually the pollen from the plants that the basically the bees pollinated.
Mm-hmm.
You get nutrients from that. We can't eat the pollen. We can't just pluck a leaf and start chewing on it or flower petal. You try to eat a dandelion, it's disgusting. We don't have the ability to break that down. The bees do.
Right,
They
right.
digest it, they break it down, they throw it up, regurgitate it, and they make it into a paste to feed their babies. They make it to a paste for the
Uh-huh.
babies when they hatch, they can eat as larvae. So we can extract that and extract those nutrients that we normally can't digest.
Okay. All right. So, Brother Isaac, we are at 7:50. We're going to, if you got any more, let's get it in there. And anybody got
Woo!
questions, say it now because we finished at 8. I know,
Wow.
right? That's what I said. That's what I said, Brother Isaac. You've been coming on here with some, you be,
We gotta do a part
and
two to the part two.
this is part 3 now. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
good. Now, yeah, right.
you need a part two to the gut health. 'Cause I got a whole lot more.
Right. We're going to have to
Okay.
come back, Brother Isaac. We're going to have to come back here. Go ahead. Go ahead because I know everybody's
All right, I'm gonna
probably
go
like
right
me
to
with
the
my
important
mouth
stuff.
open.
Right to the
Huh?
important stuff. We're gonna skip intestinal health. We're gonna go right to the important stuff right here.
Okay.
Probiotics.
Uh-huh.
You know about it?
Yep.
You ever heard of prebiotic?
Yep.
Okay. Most people don't really know the difference. So a probiotic is a food that actually gives microorganisms to your stomach to help your stomach bacteria. A prebiotic gives you the proper nutrients to feed the stomach bacteria you already have. Prebiotics are always better because what it does is feeds what's already inside you and lets you
Mm-hmm.
naturally create new ones.
Okay.
Probiotic is I'm gonna dump a bunch of stomach a back I'm gonna dump a food that's high in bacteria that puts bacteria in my stomach. That's a band-aid. That's why I always say, oh, take a probiotic. Yeah, because once you
Mm-hmm.
take it, you can't stop taking it because you're not fixing the problem. You're just trying to band-aid it by dumping it in your stomach to make up for what you don't have instead of taking care of what you have. A lot of things affect that. One is antibiotics, another one's any type of medication.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Chicken's another one. Unfortunately, a lot of the chickens are doused with antibiotics because that's how they grow them. They have them packed in these little pens. Um, you wonder why the cheapest eggs are white eggs because they found a way that the white chicken can actually handle all the medications that they douse in it. The white chicken can handle the hormones to make it grow twice as fast. It can handle the antibiotics. It can handle all of that. So that's what they grow. And unfortunately, we see the byproduct of it, which we have these very thin, white, frail eggs. When you buy eggs, you got to open and check it's not cracked because that chicken's unhealthy, so it makes unhealthy egg, which is unhealthy baby.
So
But
we
they
were supposed to be
produce
eating white chickens. I mean white eggs.
no. You can even you try to go after pasture raised eggs. The corporations play this little ploy with the words. They say they have the eggs that are free range.
Yes.
Oh no, cage free eggs. That's the
Cage
wording
free.
they use.
Yes.
All that means that is the pen that they're in.
Yeah.
They're not in the cage. They're just in a really big pen, and a little bitty piece of the pen is outside.
Oh
But
my
it's six,
gosh.
700 chickens in there. They can't. Half of them can't even make it to the outside. So you want free range. Free range means they actually are outside because
So
chickens are
free
not.
range.
Yeah, because chickens are not vegetarians. Chickens are omnivores.
Yeah.
So you need to be free range. They need to eat the bugs. They need to eat the grain. They need to eat the seeds. They need to eat those things. We see that as mostly the brown eggs because those chickens actually naturally get bigger. They put on more muscle from the protein because they can actually eat the bugs. We can't eat bugs. I'm not digging the ground eating no earthworm. They will eat that. They get bigger from it, and they get these
uh,
nice brown eggs. You can see the difference. Get a case of brown eggs and get a case of free range eggs, brown
free
ones, and
range.
get a case of white eggs. The yolk is orange in the free range egg because that's the protein from everything is eating, the minerals from eating
Yes.
outside and not eating processed commercial pellets. You can drop both of them. That white egg, when it hits the ground, is gonna go splat. That brown egg is gonna hit the ground, it's gonna crack, but it ain't gonna explode because it has all that nutrients in the shell to protect it, and the nutrients will feed back to the egg.
Listen, y'all, if y'all get some hearts and likes up in here. If you got questions, say them quick. Get some hearts and likes up in here because brother Isaac, you just we have to come back again because he did not even come close
No, not even
to
close.
what oh my gosh. Somebody said crazy. I agree. You didn't get close to anything because I know you got a lot of stuff. You got your computer open, and like I said, we because if we did a Thursday, a different night, I know we our schedules like bump heads, but we got to get together that as opposite of Friday that you can go
Yeah.
longer. Because go ahead. Any more questions? Say them now because I know it's a delay, y'all. Go ahead and say them now. But brother Isaac, you go ahead.
Well, we got to talk about prebiotics and probiotic foods and
Yes,
fermented foods, but that's going to be how much time we got. I don't know if I can squeeze in. We got 5 minutes.
we got about 5 minutes.
Woo! Okay, I can squeeze it in 5 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
so there's natural foods that can actually stimulate your gut health. One of them is fermented foods. Anything that's fermented, you cause a natural bacterial reaction in it. Some of the best fermented foods is sauerkraut, pickles. Get the real sauerkraut,
Okay.
right? The ones that come in glass jars. There's a company in New Paltz that ShopRite sells. They do sauerkraut is just a process of fermenting cabbage. They do cabbage and beets. They do cabbage and carrots. They do a whole combination of fermented foods that's under the label of sauerkraut.
Okay.
All right. Kefir is another great one. That's a dairy one. It's the beginning stages of a yogurt that you can
Mm-hmm.
get and drink where all the bacteria is in. Hopefully next time we could cover more and actually could tell you there's a place where you actually get raw yogurt raw milk straight from the cow. No filler, no nothing. You could get it right from the cow. You can see it, milk the cow and get it to your jar. But I'll give you all of that next time.
Okay.
Trying to think what else is there. Greek yogurt, high in natural bacteria. It is the thickest part of the yogurt before they cut it. When the Greek yogurt, that's the highest part of the bacteria part of the yogurt. When they actually make yogurt, they cut that with regular milk to thin it out.
Mm-hmm.
Moneymaker. That's why yogurt's so cheap, because it's just Greek yogurt with milk in it as a filler, and they just thin it out, and they could just sell it to you for that price instead of buying the Greek yogurt that has all the nutrients. So you're getting the leftovers of something that was healthy.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Wow. Wow. I get the Greek yogurt, but I get the vanilla, so I think I'm doing bad.
Now you
That's a
guys just
bad
get
thing.
regular vanilla extract and put that in there. I want to talk about this company for you guys, because some people are lactose intolerant. There's a
Mm-hmm.
company out of New Paws called Tweet Fontanelle. I'm gonna say it's like Tweet Fontaine. It's a herbal farm. It's in New Paws. This is like my best friend. Every time I'm sick, it's called Fire Cider. Okay, this stuff is disgusting. If you ever had Fireball whiskey, it's like that but worse. So the ingredients is apple cider vinegar,
Mm-hmm.
horseradish, garlic, ginger, onion, turmeric. A lot of stuff we talked about already. Cayenne
Mm-hmm.
pepper, another one that's high in polyphenols. That's what gives it that red color. Paprika, another one high in polyphenols because of the red color. Pure raw honey, and then add on top of that unfiltered honey, the little more the thinner version of it to add the little flavor to it. So it's not as bad, but it still is. So this is what it's called. Get locally in New Paltz. You go on their website. They also make tons of stuff on there. It's gross. All you need is a little teaspoon of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's antiviral, antimicrobial, antifungus. You got foot fungus, you can rub your toes right on that, clear it right up. Um,
Okay.
Antiviral, like I said, also it's a probiotic and a prebiotic. It has both elements to feed your gut.
Somebody asked which vanilla extract.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh man, you get me in the wormhole. Okay, don't buy artificial vanilla. Artificial vanilla is actually made from a gland from a beaver. It's similar to the gland that comes out of a skunk. It is the third testicle of a beaver. Messed you up, right? That's nasty. Once I heard about that, never again. Pay the extra, that's why you have one that's $15 and one that's $4. Because one of them, they take out the testicles of an animal. And then runs around, comes back a week later, you slurp it back out again. No, get the $15 vanilla extract, and that has alcohol in it, so you don't use too much. It's very strong. All you need is a little drop. You can mix it in. Real vanilla extract is not sweet. The
Wow.
fake one, they add sweetener to it. It's actually bitter, it's alcohol taste to it. But you add sweetness to it, it brings out the flavor palette to it.
Okay. And then someone asked, I think you already answered that. What type of honey should we be using? I
Yeah.
think you answered that. That's the old one, I think, right? No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was already asked. Honey, you said yellow honey, right?
Yeah, the
Yellow color
paste
honey?
honey. It's like a yellow pasty color. It's a
Yellow
pale
pasty
color.
color. Yes. I remember that. Yellow pasty color, because I got that written down. Look, I got all these notes. I got...
Real raw honey, you can put it right on the cracker and have it as a snack. It's chewy, it fill you up, it's sweet. You can have it like a jam, because that's how thick it is. You need it
Wow.
to really use it. You have to as a drink, you need to have
Mhm.
something hot water. You need to put boiling hot water to break it down, because that's how thick it is.
Oh wow. All right. So Brother Isaac, it is 7:59, y'all. And I do
Woo.
apologize. We were right on it, but I know he has a lot of notes and a lot of stuff that he that he wanted to share tonight. And we'll have to come back again, Brother Isaac. Let it not be too long. Okay? We will get together and we're gonna give you an opportunity just to run with it. Because it's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. It's a
We're,
lot of stuff
we're
that
gonna do it Thursday, and I could talk about the fermented foods, and you could do that yourself. You can make your own pickles, make your own sauerkraut. I could give you
mhm.
instructions how to
Okay.
do that.
Okay. All right, so y'all, we thank everybody for coming on tonight. We appreciate it. Brother Isaac, we got to do this again. Yes, sir. And we're gonna say that we don't want to be too long. Thank you for the love. Get some hearts and likes in here. Thank you, Brother Isaac. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You there's no way, no way. You can't come on here and just give that and then that's
Hmm.
a lot. That's a lot of stuff,
And
sir.
then maybe
That's a
next time we can talk about what this is, and they're gonna blow your mind.
Okay. See. That's that. Do me a favor, because just send me the website that you mentioned, so I
Okay.
can put it. I can put it in here so people can go in there and
Yep. They
see
make their own
everything.
tinctures. They make their own lotions. They actually make elderberry, which I'll talk about more. But they make
Yeah.
lotions. They make their own herbs for tea. They have all that stuff. It's all and is locally grown.
Awesome. Brother Isaac, I thank you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know. I just knew it. That's why I had my pen and paper ready. I knew it. Okay, thank you, Brother Isaac. Okay, everyone, we thank y'all for coming on tonight. Everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook. I appreciate it and I appreciate you. I never close out anything, any platform that I'm on. I always say it's not over until God says so. So, everybody, have a blessed night. Brother Isaac, we'll be talking. We will be talking. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.